That city loves that kid.
Yeah.
I got out of my car and said, hey, man, what do you guys think about Baker Mayfield? Y'all like him?
Yeah.
He said, no. I said, man, what did Baker do? He said, we love him.
Right.
So that team's on fire.
Already
And watching
has
watching what he did last year, to seeing how they're going to build upon that and go in this year, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. Real accurate passer, got a good head on his shoulder, makes good decisions. See what happens.
And you spent a whole day with him.
Yes.
Okay. Talk to us about that.
Confident kid, very composed. I mean, he's 24 years old. When I look back at some of the things that I was doing, saying, thinking when I was 24, he's way more advanced than I am. He's a leader that franchise, that city rallies behind him. They love him. He's just his energy, the way his charisma, the way he comes off, that level of confidence. He's never been plan A. He always had to work. When someone went down, he stepped in, and no one can knock him off. So I think the world of him.
You think he's aware of the fact that it's been so long in Cleveland since they had a quarterback, and that football is that city is so football starved and football crazy? Is he aware of that? Like, that's riding on him? People's hopes are riding on him?
100%, and he thrives on it. You know, that's what he's all about. He thrives under pressure, and I mean, he's built for the big stage. He's on a big stage, and to see what they did last year, you know what, 7-8-1 or whatever, and Baltimore knocks them out in the playoffs. But I mean, to put together what they did, you know, Freddie Kitchens comes in as the interim coach, now as the head coach. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, you seem like really into the NFL. So what other storylines in this season are you looking forward to, kind of aside from Baker and the Cleveland Browns?
Oh, well, just to see Saquon Barkley go into, you know, his second year, because, man, that guy is so dynamic. 2,000 yards from last year from line of scrimmage. He's talking about maybe trying to do 3,000.
Right.
And this is like, he's one of those once-in-a-generation type players. He's so dynamic coming out of college. So, but he can't do it by himself. You know, they've got to have defense. They've got to have, you know, other forms of offense. But man is just a piece. And also watching Patrick Mahomes, MVP last year, rocket arm, to see, you know, another year under his belt, see what he does over in Kansas City.
You know what? I can't say that I'm surprised that you like the dynamics of football and of the sport and some of the electrifying things, because that's what you were as a wrestler. And I'm gonna be honest, having you walk out here, bro, I was a little nervous. You know what I mean? Like, usually when you saw that walk, it was accompanied by a leather vest and a butt whipping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm glad you just came out here and shook hands and talked a little ball with us.
You know, but I love listening to you guys break it all down, because I'm sitting there, because y'all have a real interesting way, because what you do, and have a better inside perspective than what I have. But me being such a fan, and I played the game back in the day and was able to get a college scholarship at a D2 school, and I was good enough to start. You know, I thought I was good enough to play pro. Well, went as a running back out of high school.
Okay.
Switched to linebacker, but hey, man, I was a 4.9 40 guy. And hey, down in South Texas, I ran north and south because I wasn't fast enough to run east or west.
Right.
And I carried people down the field. Started playing linebacker, and then, you know, blew an ACL out at North Texas, and then started my senior year at weak side defensive end. Okay. And so bad thing about me was I never had the discipline. You know, I was kind of like that guy that ran everywhere. Good athletic ability. Like, from me to you, to get a sandwich, I was fastest guy on the team.
Quick, not fast.
But on a 40, forget
Quick,
about
not
it.
fast.
Yeah. Give a guy a sandwich, I'll tackle him.
What's the football training like compared to WWE training?
Oh, just light years different, you know, because, you know, football, you're in the gym, you're doing a weight program, you're doing all your sprints, your drills.
Yeah.
And for wrestling, well, it's much more advanced than when I was, you know, in the game. But basically everybody works out like a bodybuilder, you know, medium weight, you know, medium heavy. You don't want to beat yourself up, because you're in the you know, that's what you do for a living, is beat yourself up. That mat can be very unforgiving, depending on how you land. So a lot of time in the weight room, but the way these guys, you know, back in the day, we were kind of, you know, training each other to be chiropractors and, you know, cranking necks and stuff like that. I mean, if your neck was bad, you come to me, hey, Steve, can you give me an adjustment?
Get me right.
Yeah, you don't want me on your neck. But we're trying to take care of each other back in the day. But these days they have training staffs, and it's way much more scientific.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.